The indicators that I'm using that I like the most are the following. So I like TC for continuity. I like this ticker or this indicator because it also. So let me just show you. It's the one that's showing my continuity on my different time frames, right? And the best thing about this indicator is obviously the color changes based on the time frame, right? So the day is red, and if I check the day, it is red. The issue with TradingView is that the day and the 12 hour are never correct. So you do have to sort of gauge that. And I wonder, now that I'm here, if I can edit that, the day to be the 12 hour. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I can. But what I wanted to show you about this indicator is that apart from the day, everything else is correct. So this yellow circle is telling me that the week is still inside, right? So there's my inside week. And so I really like that this indicator does that. So if there's ever a yellow circle behind any of the arrows, it's telling you that it's currently inside. And just really quickly, I want to look at NVIDIA and SPY, which is what I'm currently trading. Okay. So with that, that's one of my favorite indicators. I usually never have that off. And then I have the strat candle type. Super simple to use. I don't label the twos because then too much would be labeled. I only label the ones and the threes. And if I zoom out, you can see that MU has a lot of twos. So let me see. So the threes and the ones. So if it's not labeled that, then it's obviously a two. And so that's how I use that indicator, which I quite like. I have volume on. I don't pay too much attention to volume, but it's just nice to have it. And then the one that is telling me hammers versus shooters is called Hammer and Shooter Star C. And then I don't have, I've unchecked confirm by next candle. So I just want to show the current candle and like the labels that are on the chart. You can see I have shooters, hammers, things like that. It's just doing it faster than my eyes can. I guess I don't know if it's doing it faster than my eyes can anymore, but when I first started using it, it was. And then I use break of structure indicator. I don't do too much with this anymore, but I like having it on. Definitely not a need. But I like a lot of stuff that Nephew Sam makes. And then my favorite indicator, I don't know if it's open to everyone, but it's called Rush Range Reversal by Kiakili. If you can get it, I would. It labels everything that I want to know immediately. So I have the first 15 minutes, or I think it's actually first 30. Let me see. Yeah, first 30. So I get orb. So orb would be this gray box, which is based off the first 30 minutes of trading. So I know like when we break orb and when we don't, which is just nice to have. And it gives me my ADR range. And it gives me, targets for possible targets, pivot points, which you would be able to see if I zoomed out. Those are the main indicators that I use. Again, this is my favorite just because it has everything in one. I don't need an ADR indicator because it's already built into this. And yeah, that's the majority. If I look through this will also give you ADR. I like this ADR, but again, like I don't need it because it's built into another indicator. But if you have limited indicators, this is a good one to get for that. And the rest of them I've just sort of played around with, but ultimately those are my main indicators. I've got a few questions on it, so Now you know.